What's going on, guys, and welcome back. This is episode number 13 of our Manchester United FM22 beta save. We are doing really well with Manchester United. We are top of the Premier League, and today we take on Tottenham to see if we can continue that dominance at the top of the league. Our signings have been really good. We're advancing nicely in the Champions League, but I'm very interested to see how Tottenham get on, especially considering I've just realised that Marcelo Bielsa is their manager. Let's jump into things. So guys, you were last with me for the 5-0 demolition of Nottingham Forest in the Premier League. After that, we took on 𝘼𝙗𝙤𝙕 in the Champions League. We rotated the team, and again, it didn't really work out for us. Although last season we were getting beaten when we rotated the team, we are drawing games, which is not as bad, but yeah, not as good as it needed to be. After that, beat Newcastle in the Premier League 4-1, first team back out and back firing. We then beat Burnley in the Carabao Cup. We then beat Watford 4-0 in the Premier League. Bruno getting sent off in the first half there, but we were already 3-0 up at that point. We then brought 𝘼𝙗𝙤𝙕 back to Old Trafford, guys, and then we beat them 4-0, securing our passage through in the Champions League. We then took on West Ham away, beat them 3-1, and then we took on Dortmund again in the Europa League, in the Champions League, beat them 3-1. As you can see, Skriniar, Ronaldo, and Anthony Martial securing the goals there. As I said, we have qualified out of Champions League Group H with a game to go, which I believe is against Ajax. So we will fully rotate the team for that one to make sure that everybody is as fit and firing for this game here against Liverpool as humanly possible, because they are the team that are right up our backside in the Premier League. We take on Tottenham today. And in terms of the other competitions, as you can see, we're not into the FA Cup yet. We're into the quarterfinals of the Carabao Cup. Fingers crossed we can get a nice result against Liverpool. I think if we get ourselves past Liverpool, the only other team to worry about is Manchester City. So we'll see. We'll cross that bridge when we come to it. As you can see, we are at the top of the Premier League. We are unbeaten ourselves. 13 wins, 1 draw. That 1 draw obviously coming against Fulham, rather disappointingly. Liverpool are breathing down our necks, though. They are only 1 point behind us, but they have played a game extra, which obviously we do play against Spurs today. Obviously, Man City and Arsenal round out the top 4. Chelsea find themselves in 5th. Interesting to see Newcastle starting to surge up the table. And also a note for those of you who were wondering, Cardiff still haven't won a game with -45 goal difference, played 15, lost 15. Could potentially be the worst Premier League season ever. I'm going to show you a game against Cardiff next. That's going to be next episode. Anyway, we're going to get into the game against Spurs. We are obviously away at Tottenham. This is going to be the team. Obviously, Bruno Fernandes is suspended, which is disappointing. This is the team, though. De Gea, Wan-Bissaka, Skriniar, Varane, Luke Shaw, Declan Rice, Pogba, Milinkovic-Savic, Greenwood, Cristiano Ronaldo, and Kylian Mbappe. I have to say, I'm slightly disappointed by Mbappe. Only 6 goals so far. 6.84 in his last 5 games. Ronaldo, on the other hand, still doing Cristiano Ronaldo things. He's the top goal scorer at the club with 13. We'll go into this game, though. Fingers crossed we can continue our unbeaten start to the season. It's going to have to give at some point. Let's see who we've got here. Anyone interesting who's jumping out? I'm not seeing Harry Kane. I don't know where Harry Kane's gone. Let's have a look. We've been on a good run recently. Go out there and impress me. Let's skip kickoff. Let's skip this. Let's go on Declan Rice. Anybody will do. Harry Kane. Where is Harry Kane? He's still at Tottenham, but he's torn his hammy, so he's not playing today. Disappointing for Harry Kane, but good for us. So we go into the game. They're playing Dele Alli as striker, which is a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see if it's going to pay off for him. Corner for us. Luke Shaw swings it in, and Rafa Varane heads just wide inside the first 5 minutes. Positive start. And you know what we're like with set pieces, guys. We're good with them. We are nice with the set pieces, especially with Skriniar and Varane. I think we could potentially get a set piece or 2 in any given situation, to be perfectly honest. I'm not sure about the guy that they're playing on the right-hand side, 𝘼𝙗𝙤𝙕. Could be an interesting one for me to take a look at. Let's have a little look at him, see if he's any good. Japanese, 𝘼𝙗𝙤𝙕. Looks quite nice, actually. Who have they signed him from? PSV. Interesting. You learn something new each day you do these saves. see who signs who. Considering we are away from home, though, kind of restricting Spurs going into half-time. Just that corner that Varane headed wide in the first half. 4 shots for them, all off target. 7 shots for us, only the 2 on target. So not the best there either. I'm going to say we can still win this. Kylian Mbappe looks nervous. World-class striker Kylian Mbappe looks nervous. 𝘼𝙗𝙤𝙪 with the corner for them. And Ruben Semedo, who is another player who I didn't know who they are, has just rocketed in a set piece of Spurs' own. Disappointing that I've been set pieced by potentially a team that I should be beating. They signed him from Olympiacos. He looks bang average, guys, but he is 6'2" and he's got 15 jumping reach. How much do they? 5.5 million. Not quite the player we're looking for, really. And our front line of Greenwood, Ronaldo and Mbappe is having an absolute stinker here. We'll give them a little bit more time. Ball is played off this short free kick into Reguilón. Pogba looking for Mbappe over the top. Kylian Mbappe, this is where he can be dangerous. He's got Ronaldo cutting inside him. Goes back to Luke Shaw. Cross is probably going to come over, and it does. 𝘼𝙗𝙤𝙪 is there and heads that one over the bar, the big Serbian. Finally, we actually get an attack. I'm actually going to flick us to very attacking. Luke Shaw with this throw in then. We're finally seeing some highlights. Cristiano Ronaldo back to Declan Rice. 𝘼𝙗𝙤𝙪 goes all the way back to the centre-back partnership, who pass it around nicely. Skriniar goes long. It's towards Mbappe. It's aimless, though. And Spurs are able to get the ball away. And their centre-back is advancing with it. Luke Shaw wins that header nicely. Here comes Ronaldo, though. Back to Declan Rice. Switches the ball all the way out to the right-hand side. Is Mason Greenwood is there. Obviously, we've got Wan-Bissaka there. Can the cross come over towards Ronaldo? No, it's sloppy from him again. The pressure from Heung-min Son forcing the mistake. Poor clearance from Spurs. And that is a great challenge from 𝘼𝙗𝙤𝙪. I think that's a great challenge. It looks like he's being sent off here. He is. That is his second yellow. And 𝘼𝙗𝙤𝙪 is gonzo. Paul Pogba with the free kick. Mbappe forces a save from Lloris, his international goalkeeper. We really need to make things tick here. I'm going to demand more from the entire team. Whole front line is having an absolute stinker. Ronaldo's coming off for Rashford. Sancho's coming off for... No, sorry. Sancho's going on the right. Mason Greenwood is coming off for Rashford. And then let's take Kylian Mbappe off for Anthony Martial, I guess. Let's change that entire front line. We've got a 6.3 in midfield from Declan Rice as well. It's not really good enough, is it? Looks like this is going to be the first defeat of the season against Spurs. Being outdone by a set piece is disgusting. I hate it. We're on very attacking for the final few minutes of this game. 10 minutes to go. Can we salvage a draw? Corner. Luke Shaw, delivery. And 𝘼𝙗𝙤𝙪 gets that one clear. And Winks is able to drive forward. We should win this easily, and we do. Declan Rice, Wan-Bissaka then. Out to Jadon Sancho on this right-hand side. Can he do something from the subs bench? Low cross, Anthony Martial! Come on. Come on, boys. We are not beaten just yet. Luke Shaw is knackered and injured, I believe. But we finally keep the pressure on, and we finally get a deserved reward of putting all this pressure on. Jadon Sancho with a low driven cross, and Martial gets there ahead of the defender, ahead of the goalkeeper, and we fire in our first goal of the game. We've got a couple minutes left. I am just going to stay ultra attack or very attacking because they are down to 10 men. Looks like they are trying to hold on for the draw here. Are we going to get another highlight? No. Martial rescues us there. Anthony Martial, 2 of the substitutes linking up. Sancho and Martial doing the business there. So, I'm going to say I expect to see you in training tomorrow. That's not good enough. Rather disappointing, especially considering they went down to 10 men. Let's see if we can go into the next game. Obviously, we are doing okay in the league, but that was a really disappointing performance. So 2 points separates ourselves and Liverpool. We are still unbeaten, thanks to Anthony Martial. I think it's going to have to be, if we go into the schedule, guys, let's wait for the schedule to properly expand itself. We're about to go into a break here. We've got November to get through. We've got a couple games in November, and then we go into the World Cup break. Then we've got Wolves. I'm actually going to bring you back for this Premier League game against Cardiff, because Cardiff are potentially the worst Premier League team I've ever seen. After 15 games, they are rock bottom at the foot of the Premier League table. They've conceded 50 goals. They've only scored 5. seems like a fun one to bring you back for, doesn't it? It's also the start of the January transfer window. We do have a little bit of money to spend, 36 million. So how would you guys improve this squad? This is the tactic that we're running right now. We've got a lot of players. We've got a lot of depth. What would you do to make this team better? But that's where I'm going to leave things for today, guys. If you have enjoyed today's video, don't forget to drop a like on it down below. Subscribe to the channel if you are new around here. Well, daily Football Manager videos. But until next time, guys, take care of yourselves, take care of each other, and I'll see you on another one very, very soon.